Day 3. Ryan puts $500 into a stock a finance influencer called a guaranteed breakout. Day 7. He sells it for a $150 loss. That same week, a habit so boring he almost skipped it saves him $275 without him even noticing. Same guy, same 7 days. 2 completely opposite results. So we had him keep going. 10 of the internet's most popular pieces of money advice, back to back, for 30 days. Real money on the line every single time. Some of it made him richer, some of it nearly wrecked his month. By day 30, even Ryan couldn't guess which was which, until we showed him the actual numbers. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which advice to trust and which to scroll straight past. Meet Ryan. 29, customer support, $52,000 a year, completely ordinary, which is exactly the point. This is his month. Let's get into it. Before day 1, let's see exactly where Ryan's starting from. Starting savings, $3,000. Credit card debt, $1,400. No investments yet at 29. 4 of the 8 things Ryan's about to try are pieces of advice most financial experts actually agree with. 4 of them are, let's say, more popular online than they are actually wise. Ryan doesn't know which 4 are which yet. Neither do most people who try this stuff. Day 1, let's go. Advice number 1, the No Spend Week Challenge. For 7 days. Buy only true essentials, nothing extra. No takeout, no impulse Amazon orders, no coffee runs, just groceries, gas, and bills. It's genuinely uncomfortable for about 2 days. Then, oddly, it just starts to feel normal. End of week 1. Ryan spent $275 less than his usual week. Simple, unglamorous, and it worked exactly like it says on the label. Advice number 2. Tried that same week. A finance influencer's guaranteed breakout stock pick, posted with a countdown timer. Monday morning, Ryan puts in $500. The video made it sound like a sure thing. By Thursday, the stock is down 30%. He sells before it drops any further. Result, negative $150 in 4 days on a stock that was apparently guaranteed. Week 1's real lesson honestly had nothing to do with the stock market at all. Advice number 3, cash stuffing. Pull out physical cash. Divide it into labeled envelopes for each spending category. It sounds almost old-fashioned. Ryan tries it anyway, a little skeptical. Something about physically watching an envelope get thinner changes how he spends. In a way, an app never quite did. By the end of week 2, $300 saved, almost entirely just from seeing the money instead of tapping a card. Advice number 4, a $497 wealth mindset course from an online guru promising the secrets to 6-figure success. Ryan buys in, genuinely expecting something that might change how he thinks about money. Most of the content turns out to be things he could have found for free with about 20 minutes of searching. Result, negative $497 for information he mostly already had access to. 2 weeks in, the free advice is winning badly. Advice number 5, the debt snowball method. Throw every extra dollar at your smallest debt first, no matter the interest rate. Ryan puts an extra $200 toward his $1,400 credit card balance. It doesn't feel dramatic in the moment, but debt paid down early simply stops compounding against him. Advice number 6, a meme coin his friend swears is about to get listed everywhere. Ryan puts in $225, mostly because everyone in the group chat is already in. 3 days later, the coin drops 90%. The listing never happens. Result, negative $225. Gone in under a week. Same pattern as week 1. The boring advice built something. The exciting advice just vanished. Advice number 7, automate your investing. Set up a transfer and never think about it again. Ryan sets up $200 a month into a simple index fund. It takes him about 4 minutes. It's the least exciting thing he does all month. It's also the only one still quietly working for him after the month ends. Advice number 8, the Stack 5 Side Hustles Challenge. Reselling items, food delivery, freelance gigs, and 2 apps promising easy money. Ryan spends roughly 40 extra hours across the week chasing all 5 at once. Total extra income after gas, fees, and app cuts, $150. That works out to under $4 an hour for his time. Not a loss, but not remotely what the videos promised either. 2 more, quickly, before the final scoreboard. Advice number 9. Negotiate your recurring bills once a year. Phone, internet, insurance, just by calling and asking. It takes Ryan 2 phone calls and about 25 minutes total. He assumes it'll go nowhere. His internet bill drops by $22 a month. His phone plan drops by $15. Combined, $37 a month forever until he calls again. Advice number 10. Use buy now, pay later on small purchases. The ads call it an easy way to build credit and manage cash flow. Ryan splits 4 small purchases this month. Nothing huge, just a jacket, some gear, a gift. By week 4, those 4 small easy payments have turned into 7 overlapping payment schedules, and he's lost track of 2 of them. Most buy now, pay later plans don't build credit at all, and a single missed payment among several overlapping ones is shockingly easy. Result, no interest charged, but one $8 late fee. And, by his own admission, genuine anxiety about keeping track of it all. Before we show Ryan the real numbers, we asked him to guess which 4 were the good advice and which 4 were the bad. His guess, the stock tip and the meme coin, obviously bad. The course, he figured, was probably worth it. And the 5 side hustles, he assumed, was the real path to extra income. He got 2 right, and 2 very wrong, which means even someone paying close attention for 30 days still couldn't fully separate the noise from what actually works. So, 30 days, 8 pieces of advice. Here's the actual scoreboard. No spend week, plus $275. Hot stock tip, minus $150. Cash stuffing, plus $300. Wealth Mindset course, minus $497. Debt Snowball, plus $200 in principal paid down, and roughly $180 in future interest avoided. Meme coin, minus $225. Automated investing, $200 now permanently working for him. 5 hustle grind, plus $150 for about 40 extra hours of his time. Add it all up, and Ryan finishes 30 days roughly $250 ahead. Plus close to $380 already locked in for the future. Not life-changing, but notice something important about which half actually did the work. Look at the 4 that made Ryan money. No spend week, cash stuffing, debt snowball, automated investing. Every single one of them is free. Every single one of them is, honestly, a little boring. None of them required special knowledge, a course, an app subscription, or a group chat telling him to hurry. Now look at the 4 that cost him: the stock tip, the course, the meme coin, and the side hustle grind. Every one of them involved urgency, a countdown, a right now, a friend saying everyone else was already in. Urgency is the tell. Real financial advice almost never needs you to act in the next 10 minutes. So why does the bad advice get seen by millions, while the boring advice barely gets clicked at all? I saved $275 by not buying takeout doesn't stop anyone's thumb from scrolling. This coin is about to 10 times absolutely does. Attention and accuracy are pulling in almost opposite directions online. The content that spreads fastest is rarely the content that's most true, which means the burden quietly shifts onto you. The more exciting a piece of financial advice feels, the more scrutiny it probably deserves, not less. That one instinct, pausing before the urgent stuff, might be worth more than any single tip on this list. A quick check-in, 30 days after the experiment technically ended. The envelopes are still on his counter. He never really stopped using them. The $200 automated investment has now gone out twice more, without Ryan doing anything at all. The credit card balance, still getting extra payments, is now under $900. The course link is still sitting unopened in his email. The group chat has moved on to a new coin. One more number worth sitting with before we wrap up. The stock tip, the course, and the meme coin combined cost Ryan $872 in exactly 1 month. If that $872 had gone into the same simple index fund instead, left alone for 30 years at an average 8% return, it would grow to roughly $8,700 from 1 month of avoided hype, left alone for 3 decades. That's not what Ryan lost in dollars. That's what Ryan lost in time. The head start those 30 seconds of urgency cost him. We asked Ryan, looking back, what he'd actually tell a friend starting this same month. Honestly, ignore anything with a countdown timer on it. The boring stuff felt like it wasn't doing anything. Then I looked at the numbers and it was doing basically everything. I don't think I'm smarter now. I think I just know which 4 things to ignore. That honestly might be the whole game. Fair pushback before we wrap up. Don't some people genuinely get rich fast from a stock pick or a coin? Sure, somebody wins the lottery too. The problem is only ever hearing about the winners. For every viral I turned $500 into $50,000 story, there are thousands of quiet losses nobody posts about. Ryan's meme coin loss will never trend. Someone else's meme coin win from the same week already has 2 million views. That imbalance is exactly why everyone's doing it is such a convincing and such an unreliable signal. And to be fair, side hustles absolutely can work well for the right person with the right skill priced correctly. Ryan's problem wasn't hustling. It was hustling at 5 unrelated things at once with no specialty in any of them. One well-chosen skill, given time to actually get good at it, tends to beat 5 random ones tried for a single month. Here's the part that doesn't show up in a 30-day scoreboard. What happens if Ryan just keeps going for a full year instead? The $200 automated investment kept up monthly for 12 months. About $2,400 contributed, already starting to compound. The debt snowball kept up the same way, clears his remaining balance months earlier than the minimum payments ever would have. The no-spend awareness and cash stuffing, even loosely kept up, tend to save people somewhere around $200 to $300 a month, every month, without much extra effort. None of that requires 30 days of discipline. It requires 4 decisions, made once, mostly left alone. One last question worth asking. Ryan isn't unintelligent. So why did the urgent stuff still get him, even knowing better? Fear of missing out doesn't feel like a financial decision in the moment. It feels like a social one. When 5 friends are already in on something, saying no doesn't feel like caution. It feels like being left behind. The wealth course worked the same way, just quieter. The fear wasn't missing a coin. It was the fear of staying exactly where he already was. Boring advice never plays on either fear, which is exactly why it's so easy to keep putting off. Knowing this doesn't make the pull disappear completely, but it does make it easier to notice next time it shows up. By the end of the month, Ryan had boiled all of this down to 4 rules he actually kept using. Rule 1. If it has a countdown timer, it's trying to stop you from thinking, not helping you decide. Rule 2. If a group chat is the reason you're doing it, that's peer pressure with extra steps. Rule 3. If it's boring and it's free, it's probably real advice. Nobody hypes up an index fund. Rule 4. Automate the good habit once, so willpower only has to show up on day 1, not every single day after. 4 rules. Not one of them required a course, a guru, or a single dollar to learn. So, 30 days, 10 pieces of advice, 1 very clear pattern. The advice that built something was free, unglamorous, and never once asked him to hurry. The advice that cost him something was loud, urgent, and always promised more than it delivered. If you only remember one thing from Ryan's month, slow down before the exciting stuff and stick with the boring stuff longer than feels necessary. The habits that worked are still running quietly in the background of Ryan's life right now, without him thinking about them at all. If this was useful, hit subscribe. We run experiments like this one every week.